So we have this particle fan that I showed you how to make in my last video. This video I want to show you how to create patterns using multiple particle emitters. It's fairly easy, I'd say. So basically the pattern I want to make this time is, so we have this fan going this way. Well, I also want a fan going this way and one down. So we're just gonna make like kind of a pinwheel design. So I'm going to open up my particle effect in the fan. If you don't know how to make the fan, check out my last video. And so what I want to do, as you can see in NifSkope, as I mentioned before, the particles don't actually represent what it will look like in game because there is a slight bug where there's this disparity, like these gaps right here, when you increase the amount of particles that will be shown on screen to a certain number. But anyways, so we have this emitter. What we're going to want to do is we're going to, um, this is our emitter. I'm going to erase this value because this doesn't really mean anything. And I'm going to rename this emitter. So what we're going to want to do is just take this block that has your emitter and the particle controller and everything else. And we're just going to duplicate branch. And now we have two emitters right at the same spot. What we're going to do with this one is we want to rotate the particle node. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. Just a little review from my last video. So now we have one going up and one going this way. Let's try to change that to a different direction. So we go 90. So now we have one fan going upwards and one going this way. Let's preview it in the viewer. So we're just going to reload our asset. So as you see, now we have this particle effect. One's going up, one's going sideways. This could be, useful for some spell effects or just the design that you want to place on a wall somewhere or even on the ground if you rotate it flat. Or this could be an animation that casts at your feet when you use a certain sword or something along those lines. So we have two wheels of our fan focused. So one other thing we can do is, or what we can do next is we just duplicate this again. And we'll just duplicate the whole branch. And this one we want to rotate. We'll just go 180. So now we have three branches. And then we'll duplicate this one. And now we will have, so we'll just go 270. That's not the right thing. All right, and now we have our four particle effects patterned, and it should look like a pinwheel or a star when we open it up in here. So we'll just reload this. And this is what it will look like in game. And I think it looks pretty cool. Let's just drag it into our world real quick. So we'll just open cells and we'll go to name. We'll search name because we're searching an outside area, or I'm searching outside area. So Satanine. And just open up. This is the cell we'd like. Alright, it bugged out for a second, but we're fine. So I'm going to grab my world objects and I'm going to grab my particle test right here. I'm just going to drag it out onto this plane and just see what it looks like. So it's kind of small. And we can drag with our middle mouse. And now that we have this, we can go rotate, and we can right click, and we can rotate it like that. And then we can also just go ahead and move it up just a little bit. And we can right click off of it. And yeah, that's what the object will look like in the world. I hope that helps you.